Right, and both of our runners are off. Standard series stuff, really. You just want to avoid all the platforms in the first room. Don't trip up over the little edge where you end up bashing your knee. Get through to Ridley and just get your damage down so you're beeping, so he decides that he doesn't want to stay around anymore and just flies off with the Metroid. So he sees Ice like standing in the corner, so Ridley's tail is just going to inflict a world of pain. But it seems to only be about it's only about 3-4 seconds of time difference between the pair of them at the moment. Just going by timers. It's always going to be hard to sync up people that are in separate locations. So that's Zoast clear with 45-44, and that's Bread clear with 44-18. Of course, series isn't the be-all and end-all of every run. There's plenty of places where Bread can make up a lot of time, and there's a hell of a lot of places where Zoast can lose a ton of time.
All right, now that my house is done being on fire, we get
perfect.
to see, yeah, we get to see here stealinbread and Zoe starting off the game.
I hope you ripped that detector off of the wall or ceiling and just destroyed it.
No, I just moved to a different house.
Oh, that's extreme but easier.
I just gotta change up the living.
Yeah, I understand.
I just couldn't stand that noise anymore.
There goes the neighbourhood. Literally, there goes the neighbourhood. Every one of them is going off. Nice pit room from Zoast. Someone just mentioned that Brett's been doing a lot more runs on console as opposed to like the virtual console. So let's see how well he's adapted to the lack of input lag.
I'm not sure exactly what he would be running, but even then, there could be a couple of frames of input difference, anywhere ranging from like even 3 to 5, depending. I think I don't know if he runs on.
Really that big?
Yeah, I don't know if he runs on virtual console. That's what I can't recall. Probably like a homebrew of the Wii.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to work out as well, because I know, like for Project Base, he'd have to inject something into a wad, wouldn't he, if he was going to do it through the virtual console or have an emulator on the console.
If stealinbread was running on emulator, yeah, I would say it might be even 2 to 3 frames. But then again, it depends on the type of emulator. So there's always that variation. Optimal always being, of course, NTSC on a CRT.
He's had a couple of little hiccups, but he's okay. He's through. So let's see what he's going to do. So it looks like he's doing his standard wall jump climb up the shaft. Meanwhile, Zoast just powering through Parlour.
Yeah, Zoast knows this route all too well, of course.
Oh, yeah. I taught him everything he knows. I just thought I'd remind everyone that.
Good on you, Dingus. I think you taught him really, really well. Look at that.
Oh, it's standard for Bomb Torizo. Just bump him back into the corner. Make sure you haven't taken any damage. Then hopefully all the little balls he shoots out of his mouth are going to be missiles. But there has been times when it's been nothing.
Yeah, it depends on how much energy you have as well. Runners want to avoid getting hit on their way to Bomb Torizo to also avoid. Wow, stealinbread had an amazing Bomb Torizo too.
Yeah.
That fight usually goes. They shoot 5 regular power shots into Bomb Torizo, and then they shoot the little eggs that he spits out. And excuse me for assuming it's gender, but the eggs that it spits out, they use the missiles that the missile drops from it, and then they pump another 7 missiles in order to pretty much destroy Bomb Torizo.
Yeah, the aim is sort of like to kill Bomb Torizo before like its face slides off. That can be a bit of a nuisance. It adds like a little bit of lag in that.
Especially, go ahead.
There we go. I was just going to say, like the whole animation of that, you've got to wait because none of the hits will register during that. Like the face sliding off.
Yeah, so you want to have some really good timing on the missiles to avoid missing one, and then as well, just avoid complicating the fight any further.
Yeah, so this is like the real deviation, like right here between any percent and 100%. Route-wise, I'm not, because you've still got to get 100% no matter what. But yeah, this room's got a lot of items in it. So everyone that's seen nearly every other run will see people come in, get the supers and just leave. But there's a reserve tank and 3 missile tanks that they've got to pick up as well. Let's see if those gets a nice return mock ball.
I would even say that 100% helps polish a lot of movement through rooms, simply because it's extensive gameplay, and the strats to get through the rooms are pretty on spot. Like, you'd have to really know your way through the planet, collecting all the items.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. Oh, it looks like stealinbread got the quick drop to the missiles. Gonna save himself a little bit of time. Well.
Yeah, assuming that he was able to jump above, but I mean that's still fine.
Yeah, it's not a major time loss. I mean, he had it. That was the thing. He had it. All he had to do was just like hold jump, and he'd have been fine. Right. Yeah. Zeus just skipped a missile pack that he's going to pick up later. It will become all more apparent when he gets there in about 23 minutes. I mean, it's optional, really. I mean, you can leave it for later, or you can pick it up now. Just leaving it for later. It seems like you're doing something during a few frames of downtime.
Yeah, some of the items that you want to be picking up is really up to preference. For example, some people opt to pick up sports bomb missiles right at the beginning, right off the bat. Some people pick up those charge missiles, and then I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think what used to be standard was people would go up to Red Tower power bombs, pick those up, and then make their way back down Red Tower. That way they don't have to backtrack for Kraid missiles on their way to Kraid, I believe. Yeah,
that was one of the routes. So it was pretty much the same until like you got to Red Tower. Then you went up, got the power bombs, the missiles behind power bombs, and then you came back on yourself. There's been so many route deviations like over the years. some of them just make no sense. As those quickly approaching Kraid. Got a nice triple shot super entry. Did Bread miss? Bread seems to be like missing a super. Either he missed a shot coming off of Noob Bridge, or it gave him health.
Either that or he just skipped a drop.
Yeah, there is that as well. Oh, looks like Zo's got fast grade. How lucky was that? The amount of supers that were just like directly in his path. So the interesting thing about that quick kill as well, because you've like just stopped an entire event happening, like the ceiling breaking and the full Kraid fight. The screen won't scroll when you run past where Kraid was. So you've got to, when you shoot the door, you have to be physically touching the door. Let's see how Brett does with his Kraid. Nice. So that's a cool strat that Brett used there as well. So for reasons unknown, well, they probably are known, but I don't know them. If you fire a charge shot somewhere at Kraid's face, it'll like freeze his arm from moving up, so it'll make getting those supers into his mouth a lot easier. Sephi, do you know why that happens?
I'm not entirely sure, actually, as well. I think it just really just freezes the animation. Could be for the same reason that sometimes how grapple beam seems to freeze an enemy at times, but I'm not sure if that's actually the case here as well.
You know what? That hadn't even occurred to me.
Again, I could be completely wrong.
It makes sense when you think about it. I like it.
Well, actually, you posed the question, yeah. So I got to thinking, and I thought, why could that be? I never really questioned it. I just kind of went with it as an average consumer. But I think also a common misconception is that a lot of players don't know is that it doesn't necessarily even have to hit Kraid's face. It could also hit anywhere on the body as long as it's not the arm or the claws.
Ah, now that I didn't know.
Yeah, so if you ever pretty much engage Kraid in his second form, or I believe it's her, you want to go ahead and also aim for the belly if you'd like, in case the arms tend to cover Kraid's face.
Yeah, that makes sense. Actually, it's like you know, some of the ROM hacks that get pretty dumb, like when you have to sort of fight Kraid in Form 2. Yeah, yeah.
I believe also Project Base, what stealinbread is known for also is they also have a Kraid quick kill where once engaging the second phase, they pretty much just go ahead and spam missiles into Kraid's mouth the first moment that it opens it up. And it's similar to what I believe Goop has demonstrated in his race.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I know exactly what you're on about now as well.
Which I actually didn't even know it was possible in the actual vanilla.
Yeah, that's the beautiful thing about like tournaments like this. The amount of different things that you'll see that you didn't know could happen outside of like ROM hacks, like things that happen in like just your box standard game. You should try playing PAL at some point. You'll be confused by everything.
And these tournaments, I would actually say, they help showcase a lot of strats. So if someone's looking to run Super Metroid, and especially something like Kondo, where there's so many ways to execute, strats of different rooms and different methods, different setups. The best way to do that is you don't always have to be looking at the best players. You only have to be watching out for Dingus' streams, and then you could just learn from him. Because I think even you learn from yourself. Is that correct, Dingus?
Yeah, that's true. And it just sort of trickled down. No, it's just really cool when you see like some of like these like quote unquote like homegrown strats you see people doing in like different rooms. I mean, they might not be the fastest, but they're still. It's really cool to see the way some people have like gone about doing certain areas. So if you watched, so let's go through. Let's use this race as a prime example. So Zoast is at like the top of his game, just like as we say, like, and like Bread's still learning like 100%. So you're not going to see like everything he does is going to be the same as Zoast's. Like there will be a lot of variations to what he does. But if it was, say, Behemoth and Zoast racing, there'll be certain parts where it would look nigh on identical. Alright, Zoast now has ice. So he's. So the other thing that annoys me a bit about this as well is there's a couple of extra well, there isn't now, but originally there was a couple of extra pauses because of ice. But he's going to make Red Tower a hell of a lot easier for him. He hasn't got to worry about like accidentally hitting one of the Rippers or for the hero shot, or holding his charge to the top and then coming within like a hair's grasp of one of the Rippers and just losing it.
Also, now that stealinbread is finished collecting Wave Beam, it's a good time to point out that Bread will be actually making his way to Crocomire, because that is the route that he opts for, as opposed to zoasty doing the new route. He went up after Wave, got ice, and then just left Norford en route to Phantoon.
Yeah, that's true. Like I also say that the route that Bread's doing is a lot safer than the one that Zoasty's doing. So the wreck ship is easily the most dangerous element in 100%, just because there's a lot of stuff in there that does a ton of damage, and you're going to be going in with 3 energy tanks. Because Bread's going to be fighting Crocomire, he's going to be picking up an extra energy tank, which is going to be behind the flesh melting off of his corpse.
I just saw that Zoasty attempted to speed keep into that hopper room. Which was actually a pretty interesting strat, because I had not seen that before. At least that attempt.
Yeah, it was I think it was Behemoth about a month ago that was looking into it.
Which is actually a really good idea, because you can eliminate the lag right away. And then you don't have to spark.
Yeah, so I haven't got to worry about losing that health from the spark or the spikes. Yeah, so whilst Crocomire was melting away, Red charged up a shot and fired it underneath, angled up and fired it underneath the energy tank. That's called a wraparound shot, so it's opened the door on the other side of the screen. So he's going to attempt to do a shine spark, and it will just take him straight through to the first set of power bombs that he's going to be picking up. And zoasty was just a little bit too quick with his Shine Spark, otherwise he'd have got Ocean Fly with Spazer. Bread, on the other hand, nailed his Shine Spark straight through to the power bombs.
I guess that speed keep just might have slipped up Dingus's mind. You know, it's been a while since Dingus has run.
Yeah, it's true. That's true. I mean, I was born like this.
Yeah, some of it, you know, it's just kind of like on the fly strats. On the ocean fly strats.
So yeah, so what Bread did was what I was sort of like on about with like you sort of homegrown strats. So usually you get those missiles after you've got grapple beam, like on the way back out of the room. But he decided to Shine Spark up there and get them now. Maybe he hasn't learnt the grapple strat on the Rippers.
And rightfully so, because those grapple missiles can be a bit daunting to go for.
Yeah, I'd agree on that. I see a lot of people like sort of like struggle a little bit when they're learning it. It's not that hard a thing to do really, but it's just putting the time in to do it. It's also one of those ones a bit like riding the bike, like you do it once and after that you seem to have it every time. Oh, zoast can't count. So what I mean by zoast can't count, so he was doing like missile dopplers on Phantoon because he wanted to avoid a pause, and yeah, he miscounted how many missiles he put in by 1. So when he fired off his super, it just really pissed Phantoon off.
And these routes are not going to join together pretty much up until they make headway for X-Ray.
That is true, yeah. Yeah, it looks like Bread's doing really well on his super count. He's going to be picking up another one, so he's going to be doing Red Tower about ice as well. So you'll see a difference here, and there's a couple of different ways you can do Red Tower as well in 100%. So if you're not too keen on doing the hero shot or like the behemoth climb, because you've got power bombs, you can just wall jump to the top, mid-air morph, layer power bomb. It just clear out anything that'll be in your way. It's a bit slower, but it's a lot safer.
I see Brett here opting to take some energy refill, so he's playing it really safe, which is actually a really good thing, considering that it's a race and considering that it is wreck shipped.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, zoast. Oh, zoast. Now, he did the bomb jump over to the E-tank. He obviously didn't listen to any instructions I've given him. It is possible to like make a frame perfect jump over there. Well, I say frame perfect. It's not really. Oh.
Yeah. Well,
first behemoth now.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say first behemoth now. My faith in these runners is starting to diminish.
We only aim to please, dingus.
It's okay, Sephi. I can never be mad at you.
I know. I can never be mad at you.
Oh, let's see if Zoast does that speed keep strat in the attic. Nice supers. Yeah, it looks like you got it.
What Zoast attempted, has been a method that I've seen also Overfiend pretty much experiment with, and it's, I believe, the most optimal strat, but again, it's extremely difficult considering that you have to pretty much hit select or pretty much shuffle right through the items, the weapon, missiles, supers, and then back to regular shots, and then back to supers.
Wow. Okay. So I've just got a message through saying that I'm extremely behind.
Oh yeah, I Nick flashed you. I don't know if you got it.
Where did you Nick flash me? Ah, yes. Ah, yeah. I'm gonna blame this on multi-Twitch. I'll just open up both their streams normally.
And what Zoasty went for there is you saw him playing in the spikes, and that's actually a setup to knock down the work robots that are underneath where bowling Torizo is. They're not exactly pixel perfect shots. There's leniency. I believe it's due to the spazer wave and just spazer wave and charge combo. But let's see if he got it right. Yeah, so as you see, he cleared out everything because that last power bomb that he planted right at the end, right before nestling into Mother Torizo's hands, cleared out the Chozo statue holding that missile pack.
Okay. What are your timers at?
For his dose, it says 58, 59, and then 28 minutes.
I'm now ahead of you. How is that possible?
Oh, how far ahead?
About 6 seconds. Wait, this might just be stream specific. What is your timer for bread?
For bread?
Yeah, that's what I'm on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm good now.
Sweet, we're synced. Thank you, Feezer.
Thank you, indeed.
Ah, cool. So, Bread's using an older strat here for Phantoon. Like, you buffer the shot a bit by... If you've got Spazer equipped as well, like, you're not going to activate an X Factor. But if you see what he's doing now, this might be a little bit early, but yeah. So if you'd have timed that a little bit better, all 4 particles would have hit then. I think by the looks of Phantoon, he is, I'm going to say, 1 charge shot away from death.
Yeah, 1 shot, 2 missiles even.
Yeah, he just decides to use the super.
Yeah, I had enough of Phantoon. I can understand why.
Wow. Zoast is dead.
Oh, wow, Zoast. I mean, he did go pretty risky there. And a lot of the times, some of the runners don't account for the yapping moss. That's really unfortunate, though.
It looks like he's going to carry on like a trooper.
That's the spirit of the competition.
Yeah, I mean, let's just have a quick look at Zeist's tournament history. Died 3 times to Duck Fist. Who else did he die to? Yeah, he hasn't done too well in tournaments. Let's be perfectly honest. But now this Bread can really pull ahead here.
Yeah, 30 minutes lead is extremely healthy.
I mean, what was his PB setting at before? Was it 137 maybe?
I want to say that he had. I thought that he said that he PB'd earlier, but I could be mistaken. 137 sounds about right. 134 even.
So let's just go like best. What's he doing? Oh, being really safe. Okay. Yeah, let's go like best safe. He's got. Let's just say he's got a 10-minute lead. Like that's being like best case for Zeus. Like he plays perfectly and doesn't screw up again. Of course, he's got a grapple for the E-Tank as well, so he hasn't got to worry about doing an obnoxious bomb jump.
Essentially for old route, yeah, when you collect the energy tank from Crocomire, so there's a lot more, you play it a little bit more safe with that. Once Phantoon is down, there's really not so much of an issue, as opposed to just navigating through spiky room of death.
Okay, I've just been informed by Sergorov that last night was his PB and he got a 133.
Okay, thank you for that information. Yeah, I remember he had said something about it. I think it was on the Discord.
Yeah, so many people put their PBs in that I can't remember which ones are which some of the time.
I mean, it's good overall, because it seems to me that the runners are really enjoying the tournament and putting their all. You know, just anything can happen.
Okay, so it looks like he's okay. So Brett got trolled a little bit by electricity then. Luckily, the Space Pirates and they're not atomics, but I'm going to call them atomics anyway. Just sort of like floated into the right place, because sometimes you can miss. You can miss if you don't get the spark first time. But he's also doing the cool strat with the robots. Or he did it with the first one. So those robots are a little bit weird. If they're walking towards you and you've got invincibility frames, you can phase through them. I did have a reason for that, but I have misplaced it.
Oh, these drops that the pirates are giving Zeus, nothing but health. That's I don't even know how rare that might be. It's near improbable, near impossible that they rarely ever drop like that. But it's again, it's good because the Kagos in the Mushroom Kingdom can go ahead and just drop those missile drops that he needs for Magma.
I thought those they were gonna troll him a bit then as well, but right. So we've gone past it now, but I was saying anyway. So earlier on, there's in the room that Bread's just in. There's a missile pack that's hidden in the cliff in the top left-hand side of the screen. He decided to shine spark up to it, but you can do like a running jump, just twist as you get near the top. So that's another strat that's people don't like using it because you need to conserve some health unless you're going to stop at the ship. 'Cause you've
Yeah,
got some big
I would
shine
say it's a pretty
sparks
tricky
coming.
jump. Yeah. What I used to do is actually look at the map tile, and then when it would shift, I would pretty much hit right, and then hit left immediately again.
Yeah, that's pretty much the same as I was doing as well. And you can also like judge it by when the cliff sort of comes on screen, but I don't know. I can't really do that anymore. My
Yeah,
eyes aren't what
it's a
they
strange
used to
one.
be. I don't think I was going to push the. Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought on in Bread Stream, I thought the robot had just completely turned around and started walking back towards him when he laid the power bomb. So yeah, Bread's if Bread, I'm pretty sure he's going to go to the ship and refill. Because with the health he's got, he's not going to be able to get the spark up to the power bombs and make it through Gauntlet.
Yeah, from what I remember, after getting those power bombs from Cafeteria, the least amount of health that you can have sparking from that little mountain ledge, the least amount of energy that you can have is around 225.
Yeah, that will take you up to the last rocks, but they're bomb blocks, aren't they? Yeah. So it'll take you up and through the last set into the last set of bomb blocks. So you'll stop short of the door, but you'll have cleared all of the bit with the rising acid, or he's acid there. So all the bit with the rising acid and the yapping moors, you won't have to worry about those because the door right in front of you, there's an energy tank sitting just behind it.
Yep, correct. And also, I also wanted to make note because something interesting that you had said in chat a few days ago was that also the reason why there's a change in routes is because of the order that they do Gauntlet. Is that correct?
Yeah. So the route that Zost's doing now is pretty much the same route that Hot of Ruby did a good few years ago, except it had Gauntlet at the end. So it still had the ice clip, still got ice early. It was just that the order had changed, so he'd go straight back through like landing site and then make his way down to Brinstar. And then he'd, on his way out, he'd go to the ship to refill to make sure he had everything. Then get Criteria power bombs, make his way through the Gauntlet. So he did that last. So this route now has got Gauntlet in the middle, with like skipping going to the ship to check to see if you've got everything. Wow, this is an interesting technique from Zoast. What is going on?
What is? Well, I just want to make a really quick note that he did have 69 health temporarily, but shoutouts to that. But that was one crazy Kraid. I don't know. Everything's just been extremely rough RNG, I'd say. Even though what Kraid gave him exactly wasn't necessarily RNG.
Oh, this is becoming very interesting. So, also, what Brid did there, the safest strat for the missiles after Gauntlet. So you got 2 sets of crumble blocks. So if you go above them where the shot blocks are, you can like line yourself up, shoot straight down, and you'll just fall straight through the crumble blocks. Otherwise, you've got to do a massive circle to come back and get one if you go the wrong way.
So Zoast is just gonna go ahead and opt to do all of Norfair again.
Yeah, he really hasn't got much choice at this point.
And meanwhile,
his
Bread,
ammo is awful.
yeah, getting that health bomb from Kraid definitely made it a little bit tighter. But he could easily just go ahead and farm some Novas. Are they called Novas? Sovas? I like to call them, I don't know, Caparosses, just because their hair's on fire, like my house.
Nice. Oh, well, the fire alarm must have melted by now. I haven't heard it in some time.
Thank goodness. Yeah, I actually live in Norfair, that's why.
Ah, that'll explain a lot. Right, so Red's got a fair bit of item collection before he heads into Meridia. Zoast has got to regain all the time that he lost prior to turning into a ball and rolling around in acid. I've got a feeling he might do a couple of rounds of farming post speed booster. He's got 2 supers. Yeah, he's going to need some ammo. He's only got 4 missiles as well. So if Zoast eventually gets to where Bread is right now, he's not going to be taking the same way out that Bread has. But I'll go over that a bit when he gets there.
Right, there's several ways you could do that, but really 2 ways out. Or 3 ways.
Alright, so Bread is now just skipped Spore Spawn. Sorry everyone if you thought you were going to see him. You're wrong.
Yeah, tournament rules indicate that Spore Spawn is considered out of bounds. So it's an immediate disqualification if you go ahead or actually get anywhere near that that boss.
Zoast just did Bread just did a cool strat that I hadn't seen for a while. Picking up the Spore Spawn supers and then shine sparking back out. I haven't seen that for eons. Yeah, so Zoast's farm also paid off a bit there as well. I mean, he's doing a lot better for ammo. Hopefully, he will get something from this little maze here. Yep, he's back to full supers. He's gonna. So yeah, he'll be at full supers when he gets to Red Tower, which is what he wants. Okay, Bread's in like one of my favourite rooms in RBO. Obtaining that energy tank is fun. Bread did it easily because he's got gravity, but you've got to do it a different way.
You access that room without high jump, is that correct or no?
No, you've still got high jump, but because you haven't got a gravity suit, you can't like run through the water. So you've got to charge a spark on the platform above, like where all those speed blocks are, and then shine spark pretty much as soon as you like touch your feet on the floor. It's the only way to like circumnavigate it, and it was also one of the first puzzles as well.
Oh, I actually didn't know that about the puzzles. That's always...
Yeah.
See, an OG dingus, everyone. Like, seriously.
I think it was
it's an honor,
I think
it's
it
a
was
privilege.
like I think it was like Desi's first or second. Ah. So Brett got the door, but he didn't get the jump. Oh, I would have loved him to have got Blockbuster. It would have made me so happy. So we've got some deja vu from Zoast. He's going to show you how easy Red Tower is with ice.
Just like that.
I don't think Bread's very confident with the Meridian Main Street missile. So I think he's going to go... Yeah, there we go. So he's going to obtain a charge up here so he can get the missiles that he's now shine spiking up to. You can do like a stutter 3 tap or a very tight 4 tap to get the charge as soon as you come out of the door. So you run to the right, then you do your charge all the way over to the left. Just remember to kill the crab because he's there to be a pain. He worried me a little bit there when I saw that shot going up to the door.
Yeah, sometimes any percent can just go ahead and autopilot for some of the racers that are used to any percent.
Oh, Zeus got the speed keep that he tried earlier. Very nice. Fun little fact about Mama Turtle in the bottom of this room. If you wake her up, she's not very happy at all, and she does an extreme amount of damage if she hits you.
Yeah, it reminds me of my mom.
Alright, so let's see if Zoasty gets Spazer Fire this time. Oh, that might be... I think he might have this. There we go.
So I think with Oceanfly and the beam combo, it's a tighter window. I think it's somewhere close to like 4 frames of lenience. It might be actually a little less.
Yeah, it's one thing for sure. It's a lot harder than doing it with a missile or a super. Like Zeus made it look really easy, but before his unfortunate death, he missed it. So it just goes to show that it's not as easy as it looks.
Meanwhile, Brett is gonna go ahead and clean up the rest of Meridia Beach here. That's what this section is called. And that was actually a really good D-boost by the little one-eyed bats.
Yeah, it's just like the beach as well. You've got these little insects popping up out of holes every now and then. You've got a stingray that just wants to jump up and hit you in the face. Right, so this time, let's hope Zoast remembers to keep count. There you go. Nice little 2-round Phantoon there, without getting Phantoon pissed off and throwing fireballs all over the place. I'm going to be interested to see what Brett does with Botwoon, to be honest. So I remember there was a little while ago speaking with him, he said he wasn't confident doing X Factors. It's 100%. You've got more than enough supers to just pump 10 in. Let's find out. Okay, he's just going to go with 10 supers. So it looks like only 3 hit. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh, all those dodges.
The jukes. Hit the neck. There you go. That's 10.
Nice job, Brad. Yeah, Botwoon always a nuisance to kill. Kind of like the bot in chat sometimes. Whew, thank God that's gone. I'm just kidding. I miss.
Oh. Okay, I know Bread hasn't been doing full halfie, so he's just gonna stick to the regular halfie.
Which is actually good.
Yeah, it's especially for a race, like sticking to what you know. I want to know what he's going to do with Draygon as well. I mean, it's been a while since I've seen a good grapple kill.
I'm certain that he has to go with grapple, simply because it just doesn't really complicate the fight.
Yeah.
It's a good little strat. Plus, you know, everyone loves to relive their childhood days when you can grapple Draygon, assuming that you knew that that was possible.
Yeah, I've got a big book here that came with my cart when I was a kid. Surprisingly, it's got grapple as one of the weaknesses for Draygon, but doesn't tell you how to. So even back then, it was making you use your head. Zo's health's pretty good after attic this time.
Alright, so Brett gets grabbed, but that's perfectly fine because you can still just wait out until he gets close enough to let the grapple beam reach.
Oh, he's just out of range. This should be it. There we go. So in this instance, Samus has become Forrest Gump. This is how he's going to make his chain of restaurants. Just fry shrimp. That was a bad analogy. I shouldn't have watched Forrest Gump yesterday. Yeah, anyone remembers what I said earlier about Bread shine sparking up to that missile pack? Zoast just did the jump up to it. So the downside to using grapple for Draygon is, unless you can get like a spike suit off of one of the destroyed turrets, you're going to have to space jump back across everything, and it's a little bit slower. It's not the end of the world, but it feels slow when you're running it.
Yeah, space jumping back across Coliseum is a strat I like to call the Kevin Spacey. Because of space jump, of course.
Yeah, space jump, the worst mechanic in this game.
Zoasty is probably checking his MySpace, you know, his Zook, or Zoosk, sorry, anything on Tinder, waiting for
updating his Zune.
Exactly.
Seeing what's on the old wireless. Right, his health is infinitely better than what it was last time. However,
The suspense.
the suspense. I forgot what I was going to say.
Oh, you left us hanging, even yourself.
I
Right
left
in the
myself
moment.
hanging. Well, I was going to say it sort of depends on criteria powerbomb. I mean, you can get screwed for health in there. But at the same time, though, we don't know what he's got in the reserve. Oh, he just missed it. So he was trying to do a speedball into the hole. It's that is tough. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised that. Well, I would be very surprised actually if he went to the ship.
Yeah, considering this health is actually really, really good.
Yeah.
But
So
it's
this-
just like you said here, this acid and these little seahorses, halcoons, I believe.
Dragon is what my manual says.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, now he's got his health now is perfect for it.
Stealing bread, just toasting up some bread,
Yeah.
waiting it out. Oh, we might see something interesting here by zoasty.
Ah, that was unfortunate. There'll be no sex master tonight.
It's pretty tough trick, really. It's one of the toughest.
Yeah, so far I've only ever seen Zoast do it. Oh no!
Zoast!
Right, so earlier as well, when Red was here, I said he's dropping down the middle. If he moves too far to the left or too far to the right, he's going to have to do a massive loop. So Zoast is going to go there before he goes into Torian. That was dumb.
I mean, it's fine. He can get the missiles after clearing out the rest of the items.
Yeah, he's also gonna get through Gauntlet a lot quicker as well, like on his return trip later on, because he's gonna have space jump and screw attack. So he's not gonna have to powerbomb his way through everything. But that lead that Bread's got, he's just going to extend now.
But Bread's doing pretty nicely
on
his run. Just strolling through, it's good. It's a nice relaxing day at the beach.
He also seems to have stopped his timer.
Oh, yeah, he did. So, I guess timer-wise, Zoast is leading by 1 second. This race is close, guys. Watch out.
Right, let's see if Zoasty does the pimp quick drop powerbomb still back out. I like to call it the Mission Impossible because it's a bit like Tom Cruise in that vault.
That's really good.
Oh, he missed it!
Oh, it's fine. I guess the mission really was impossible.
Yeah, he just got caught by IMF.
It technically is faster, but you know, there's nothing that he really misses out on.
Right, so let's see. I'll try and answer because Zost's Meridia is pretty quick. Bread spent about 20 minutes in there. But Bread's still just smooth sailing through this. I'm just trying to work out, like in my head, how much of a deficit there actually is. I'm gonna say 20 minutes.
Which seems about right, yes. These are the last of the items that Brett is going to be picking up, and then he's going to go ahead and head away to Norfair, actually Lower Norfair, but he has to pick up some missiles on his way to Lower Norfair first.
Okay, and the reason Zost skipped up those missiles earlier was to pick him up during the power bomb explosion. It just feels like you've got that, like a few frames of downtime, so you might as well just pick him up then.
Oh, I guess the ops for... I forgot about Kraid missiles too, yeah, so...
Yeah.
I'd be bad at 100% because I would have forgotten those completely, you see that?
And you were the one that mentioned them earlier as well when we were talking about the old routes.
It's good. Maybe because I would get them just like for funsies at the beginning. So I'm like, man, no one does that, and I just want to see that happen once.
Yeah, in one of these races, I want to see like some true old school strats, like right before Ridley farming to 30 supers and not using a single charge shot. Oh, the Zoast with Blockbuster. That's just made up for everything. Right, so Zoast is going to be... should be like picking up Main Street just as Bread picks up Ice. I'm hoping this. Oh, so close. So close to getting them synced up. Yeah, Zoast making very short work of Meridia.
What Brett is going for here is, I think he wants to spark across. Just take a safer method to get the missile pack.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to crash into the wall. You've got that little brief moment before you're going to gravity decides it wants to take part and just start dragging you down. But that's just enough time to like shoot out the wall, and Samus's hitbox will be inside the box of the missiles. So it's like a free, easy insta grab.
A personal goal by a lot of the speedrunners, getting crab missiles or crab supers, excuse me, is being able to jump back into the hole without taking the damage again, which I really don't know the timing for.
It's pretty tight. Off the top of my head, I wouldn't be able to tell you. Yeah, Brett's just about to enter lower north here, and so Zoast is about a quarter done with Meridia. So Brett just space jump, well, I say space boosted through those flames, and that's because if you're just trying to jump through them regularly with space jump, you're going to have a bad time. They're going to knock you back, and you're going to fall into the acid. But if you do a couple of taps, get blue suit and space jump through it, you haven't got to worry about taking any damage from that flame whatsoever. So Zoe should have a good lag reduction here. Unless he rolls back into the power bomb. Okay, so we saw Brett used 10 supers on Botwoon. Zeist is going to use X Factor and supers. So each X Factor particle does the same amount of damage as a super missile. All 4 particles hit. That's the same as like 4 super missiles hitting. So that way he's only got to put 6 in.
Nah. Brett's GT fight just kind of makes me wonder what his controller layout is.
Yeah, he showed it briefly earlier. It looked interesting. For the life of me, I can't remember what it was. But
yeah, it makes me wonder if he swapped something with the angle up and angle down, because he wasn't crouching.
Oh, there are lots of things that have changed on it. I think both of his shoulder buttons are used for stuff.
Oh, and Zoast. Well, he got a spark suit, but then just kind of used it maybe just to show it off.
Yeah. Okay, so that was a quick Draygon. He fired. Oh my god, he got it 2 times in a row.
Yep, just casual.
Yeah, so his Draygon fire there. So as I said earlier about X Factor particles do the same damage as a super missile. Shine Spark does damage for every frame you're inside her. That sounded a lot filthier than I meant it to be. But again, it's 100%. You've got a lot of ammunition. So for that second round when she come down, he fired off 2 supers into the belly and finished with a Shine Spark. So he got blue suit from that and then got spike suit straight after, which he just used. So you got to be careful with spike suit because there's a lot of things that can activate the Shine Spark. It's a bit quicker leaving Draygon because you don't have to worry about accidentally holding run if you've got blue suit and losing it. Okay, looks like Zeist is going to go for the cool speed keep strat here. It's also possible to soft lock there, which is dangerous and unfortunate.
Yeah, I believe the only way to actually really get out of that soft lock is to bomb jump and crystal flash.
Yeah, but you need to your health needs to be low enough for that to happen, which is just annoying. Or channel Wade. If you can channel the powers of Wade, you can do anything in there.
Shoutouts to Wade.
Bread taking it very safe with those ninja pirates. So I've got a feeling he's going to use charge shots for Ridley in a second. Oh, right. So Zoasty's got to do an ice clip in a second. He missed it first time. He'll probably get it second time. Nope. Wow.
Yeah, ice clip is just, it's a pixel perfect free shot to the Puyo there.
There we go. You got it then.
That's good.
So yeah, Bread's using charge shots. He's still got to be a bit helpful though. He's taking a lot of hits from Ridley. It should be okay if he just keeps on doing what he's doing. Just don't do that, please.
Yeah, play it really, really safe, Bread, because you might be dead.
Yeah,
I know what Ridley's tail's doing there.
He's picking up an energy tank right away, so he's okay for that. But yeah, that ice clip, not freezing that Puyo, is the reason you do that is if you do a little jump, say sort of on top of him, it's pushed you inside the ceiling a little bit. Now, you can't stand inside ceilings, so the only way it's really going to eject you is straight up after you've jumped. That's just my way of saying it. I know that's extremely wrong.
No, that makes sense to me.
Oh, I just saw something interesting. I'll be right back with you.
Good luck. So Brett's just gonna go ahead, now that he's done being all nice and toasty. Nice and toasty. Gonna just collect the last few bits of items here in Lower Norfair, and then make his way to collecting X-Ray, and then the rest of Blueprint Star. Zoasty is really just zooming through all of Meridia post Draygon.
Apologies for that. One of my cats has just brought part of a bat in.
Oh, welcome back, cat.
Oh yeah, I knew it wouldn't be long before he found something outside to destroy. Right, yeah, Zoasty's nearly done with Meridia now. He lost a little bit of time to the ice clip, but his major loss so far has been that death. Oh, that Cactus Alley.
Really, really clean.
And we've also got to remember as well that Zoast has got to revisit Gauntlet to pick up that one missile pack. Oh, it's a little bit too early.
Still a good attempt. It's always just nice to go for it if you got the chance. I mean, anything to do anything at all with Spring Ball.
Spring Ball is the best item in the game. Grapple Beam is the best weapon in the game. Grapple Beam's got like 0 cooldown, and it's a lot of enemies. It's like 1-hit KO. You can also use it to farm. It's just an all-round good thing. It's like how you can utilise the gravity gun in Portal for anything. Portal? Half-Life. How you going?
Actually, yeah, I didn't think about that. Wow, you have me convinced. Sold. I think I'll take 1 grapple beam to go.
If you think about it, like, so with grapple beam, you can. It is pretty much essential. It is essential for RBO, like when you're in lower Norfair. You haven't got to worry about cooldown. It can open doors, kill crabs. It's just weapons pimp. God, I love grapple beam. Oh, as I missed the little swag strat there into Kraid's lair. It's okay, we'll let him off this time. Next time, not so much. Right, so yeah, that is tough. That's all I've got to say about that one. It's really tight.
Yeah, it's one of those dingus specials.
Oh yeah, I told him that, you know. I told him he had to make sure the door was open, do some taps and a little jump. But yeah, Bread's now finished with Norfair. His next 2 stops X-Ray and just clearing up like Retro Bruinstar. Zeus really has got his work to. He's going to want to cut the deficit down. Unless something bad happens to Bread, like say for instance he softlocks during stand up. Yeah, Bread's got this.
I mean, nonetheless, it's been an interesting race. With whatever happened to Zeus several times, you know, but it really goes to show you how good his movement is, because he can recuperate in a race like that.
Oh yeah, I agree completely.
What are their timers at now?
I'll just give you an SRL time, that'll be easier.
Yeah.
Timer is now at 1:19:26. So looks like I'm not going to say anything about PBs because every time I've said something recently I've been massively wrong. But Bread's on a pretty good pace. It also looks like he might have restarted his time at the hour mark, so we can just add a 1 in front of that 19. There's one more place in Lower Norfair or left where Zeus could potentially have to do a massive loop, and that's Mickey Mouse. The first one was those missiles that he just did a little springboard jumpy across it. Because if you fall down there, you've still got to fight GT. You can get his supers, but you can't get back up for those missiles unless it's a TAS. Right, so
Oh,
that's
interesting way.
all the energy now for bread. Zeist might run into a bit of difficulty here if he rolls too far to the right when he comes out of this Mickey Mouse room.
Yeah, so long as he holds jump, he should be fine, as he rightfully did there.
Okay, so there's a reason he laid that power bomb. For some reason it makes the door open, like the door transition there, a lot smoother. I think Snick found that when he was making a test. I just find it really interesting that a power bomb can do that. Oh, I think Bread's shine spot's going to be too low. Yeah. This is a cool little... Excuse me. So there's a cool strat you can do where you can like save your shine spark, go up the elevator, and if you shine spark high enough into the door when it's open, it will carry you straight away through the room. He did it just a little bit too low, so Samus's knees scraped into the old Zebatites. Oh, Ridley with a couple of shot blocks there. Should be dead. It's new on a textbook fight there. For zoasty. New one. Okay, so this is the last item that Bread's got to pick up. He now has 100% items.
Yep. And you can even tell by the missile count that he currently has right now.
Yeah, 230. So if he were to go to the ship now and refill, it would say 230, 50, 50. But he doesn't need to do that because it's not 2010 anymore.
So just quick and nimble plays. It's pretty much straightforward from here for Bread. Zoasty is going to clean up the rest of Norfair, Lower Norfair included, and but after that he still has to make route for Crocomire since he is doing new route.
So he's done a pretty cool strat there as well, because he shot down before he dropped down. So that fire flea managed to freeze. Then, as he grabbed the energy tank, took damage off of the other guy, which damage boosted him straight on top into the frozen one. It's a really cool looking strat, and I'm going to say I found that as well, because I'm a god.
Yeah, it's cool because it uses Ice Beam, and that's why it's cool, you know?
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, so Zoast went for a cool little speedball. The full strat is like you do the speedball and then like springball up to take out the bomb blocks at the top. But he springballed a little bit too early and just went straight over the top of the missile pack. Okay, nice grouping on the second ring. Yeah, I'm really interested to see what his control scheme is. Might ask him to show it at the end of the race, just so we've got some.
Yeah, just to validate the run.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, his that has me intrigued ever since like I caught sight of it at GT. I don't know, it made me wonder.
I mean, he's definitely got something bound to angle up, because like he's holding that right now. Oh, now the thing is, he showed it before the run, and I just really can't remember what it was.
Yeah, my house was on fire, so
Yeah,
I couldn't pay attention to that, and Dingus was helping me out.
I was a little bit concerned about Seffi's well-being and the smoke detector that is now melted.
Thank you, man. Oh, made it out of that one. Oh,
right. So yeah, as I did that, like the angle down shot and opened the gate. In his head, he must have thought that he didn't open the gate, but that's okay because we're about to see it. Anyone that's got epilepsy, I urge you please to just not look at the screen for the next 15 seconds or so, because Crocomire has been known to give fits. Alright, it's okay, you're safe to look again. So he's trying to get, the reason that he just sort of went out of bounds there, or I say out of bounds, was so he could get Spike Suit.
As he just did, of course. As he's been getting.
Yeah. More consistently than dropping between two crumble blocks. The shots, I know. It's okay. It's just tournaments, they... Oh, that's not good. Bread's taking too much damage.
But does he...
His reserves are turned off as well.
I think he... Oh, I believe Bread doesn't even opt for... Yeah, if I recall correctly.
Right, so he's not doing stand-up. Okay.
Yeah, that had me concerned for a bit. I thought that...
Yeah, oh, that would have sucked.
But I mean, I guess still, technically, this is still safe because you don't really put yourself at risk for soft locking.
Cool, Zoast doesn't need to do the grapple strat here because it's got space jump. I love that grapple strat. So yeah, now Bread's got to sit out the cutscene of the baby slowly getting balled in the face until she flies away, then comes back for more and just dies. I know, it's like poetry.
Beautifully versed, Dingus. Beautifully
Oh,
versed.
thank you.
And zoasty still wanting to be careful not to do any stationary jumping or even shooting upwards while in midair, so as to not set off the stored spike suit. Spark.
Spark it. Spark it real good.
Oh, look at that. Bread showing some extremely good sportsmanship to Mother Brain's brain.
Yeah, she had it coming.
I know where you went with that, but this is speed gaming.
Yes, this is a family channel, guys.
Yeah, calm down.
So, Zoast is still, at this moment, got to be careful because pretty much anything can activate this spark. But it will be cool to see it. I've seen a couple of times where he's lost it here. Oh, I like how safe he took it.
Makes sense, yeah. To
There
just
we
morph
go.
there. But at least he got it, so.
Yeah. That Shine Spark is the biggest time saver in this route, if you get it. You can still get a really good time with the old racing route, but yeah, that was it. And I'm not sure what Bread's doing.
Bread just wants to finish with the try to go for the 33.3 ending.
Ah, there we go. That's a good job to Bread. However, he hasn't done anything in IRC yet. There we go. Now he has. So he's finished with an SRL time of 1:33.56. That's pretty close to his PB, I believe. So congratulations to Bread.
Yeah, congrats, Bread. Really, really good run. Of course, zoasty was not that far behind.
No. So Zoast is just in clear up now, and he's got some really sexy strats that he's going to use. And then you'll get to see how quick it is to go through Gauntlet with Screw Attack. He might even show off another place to do the wraparounds, which is underneath the door for Criteria super missiles. You can open the door from underneath there, then just do a quick short charge on the flat top mounting, and just shine spark straight through.
Oh, I thought you were going to mention that he could even potentially show the soft poop strat.
Oh, that's a good point. Oh, soft poops would be really cool.
Yeah, a nice little throwback. But of course, I think he just kind of wants to get this run over with how it's gone.
And now Bread's just waiting for his moment of truth. Okay, Zeus just did the shine spark that Bread missed by pixels. So Zeus did it safe. He like span jump into the top of the doorway and then activated it. Whereas I think Bread was about. He was just like underneath the top of the door frame. Okay, another cool little thing, like Zeus grabbed the supers whilst he's still in the shine spark. And that's because he shine spark from a crouch. Now, it might not look like he was crouched, but he was. He seems to have very fast hands, that young man. Young old man. Old man.
Very old young man.
Very old young man. I can't really say much. He's like a year older than me.
Oh, wow. He's young.
He is. I mean, I'm pretty much a fossil.
No, you're an artifact that we treasure.
Alright. So, Bread confirmed 100%.
Nice job, Bread. Really, really good job.
Alright, so Zeus has remembered that he's got to go to Gauntlet. Now, if he forgets which side of Gauntlet... Oh, he's going to do the other wraparound. Well, this is how free this wraparound is with Plasma. Okay. I'm confused.
Is he going to try it? Is he going to attempt it? Yep.
That's a little bit high.
It's high, but still, at least he tried to go for it.
Oh, soft poops.
Yeah, so that strat, what it would have looked like was, we're still gonna try to go for Sexmaster. I mean, he could just always back it up.
Yeah.
There
he
he is.
didn't lay the power bomb though. Oh, well.
Crouch lock. Oh.
He's got a screw attack.
Practice? I don't know.
There we go, and he remembered the right side. Well, the left side missiles, but he remembered the correct side for him to go. Hence me using the word right.
So yeah, soft poops. What it would have looked like, he would get it. He would get blue echoes, and then jump off the ledge, space jump once, and then pretty much speedball, and then springball his way throughout all of Gauntlet. It's of course, it's an old strat.
So yeah, I'm still going with 20 minutes. So it was 30 minutes in when he died, but I'm going to say he's made up 10 of those. Oh, I've just seen Bread's comment. Dedicating this one to Hubert. Really? Really? He should be banned. Hubert, not
Hubert.
Okay, so we should see a pretty quick story in here from Zoast. I imagine he's currently holding the controller like a piano. Oh god, that room 2's so fast. Just about got 10 supers as well. Skip 3 every time.
Yeah, just a casual 4 jump. Just has those for breakfast.
Oh, sorry, my throat hates me today.
Feel better, Dingus. We're with you.
Yes. Oh, look, and he got the down back Zeb skip first go.
The down back into D boost and everything. Wow.
Okay, now Zoast is going to do the stand up glitch. That's why he's taking so much damage. So yeah, it's a standard Mother Brain fight to start with, just with plasma, wave and ice. You're just going to want to pump 20 shots into her face.
You know, just like all mothers yearn for.
Oh yeah. Okay, he's damaged himself, so he's just got 7 E-tanks. This rainbow beam's going to take him down to... It's going to take 6 E-tanks off him, and then he's just got to damage himself, so he's below 100. And then he's gone into Morph Ball, just so he's off of the ground when the baby comes in and latches on. Otherwise, you get stuck. Or you don't get stuck, you've just got to play the cutscene off. But if you switch to X-Ray, you should be able to get out of it.
Is it because he's in mid-air?
He was too late.
Oh my!
This is perfect.
And it's funny because on his stream you could see him somewhat mashing
Yeah.
the button.
Okay, so what I said about Zoast doing stand-up, I take back. I do like the way that the Metroid's like half stuck in a wall as well. But it's not like the Metroid's stuck in a bad place where it's not going to take any damage from the onion rings. Which is possible if you get back to full health and the Metroid sort of stays centre of the screen. Mother Brain just can't hit you. That was lucky, I thought he was going to get stuck then as well. Looks like he's had fun with it. Doesn't look like Zoast has taken any of this to heart at all. Not any of the race at all. So that's good. He's not taking it super serious.
Which is good because it really just kind of takes off the pressure.
Yeah.
You know, he's
Oh, he's
doing
gonna.
it like
Yes, he's gonna do Blue Bomber. Oh, baby.
Yep, that looks so good. How much faster is it? I don't even know. It might be.
Oh, I'm not framed. I'm gonna say like a second or two.
Yeah, I would say.
It's whatever. Yeah, it's whatever the crash animation adds up to.
Yep.
Sparks out a little bit. What's he doing?
Oh, he's just trying to
Left side
drink
spark.
some
Come
more
on,
orange
Zoast.
soda.
There we go. He's gonna go see the animals, I've got a feeling.
With how this has gone. With how this has gone. Oh my goodness. He's about to break his one rule. Nope, never mind.
So it would have been the ultimate like joke if he'd have like shine sparks back to the door and then gone back again. What's he doing? No!
Oh!
You bastard!
I don't know. Fate is tempting him. They just keep calling him back, you know? Oh, he's killing him from the outside. Now he's just checking him out.
Yeah,
Now he's just killing him some more.
Another cool little thing there. Like you saw him use X-ray. The timer doesn't stop when you use X-ray.
Exceptional, exceptional, exceptional.
Why did he do this to us? Yeah, Zoast has finished with an SRL time of 1:47.41, which is a time I don't think he's seen on SRL for about 3-4 years, maybe longer.
Congrats and
Yeah.
to Zoast on that time.
Yeah, congrats for not forfeiting. Thanks for like keeping it going.
Yeah, seriously. Remember, follow these guys. You have to follow stealinbread, follow Zoast. You know, they put up quite a performance.
Yeah, I mean, Zoast is going to be like pushing the world record constantly, and Bread is going to be just improving on his time. He's getting a lot better. His time's constantly dropping, and he's also really good at project base as well. Right, let's just get up the old IRC for Zoast's chat and see what's been going on.
Yeah, well, we wait for the 100% confirmation. Everyone just tweet it out. Just let everyone know. Share with the world what you thought.
I've just seen a message that has tickled me from Tex, which is remember when I told you not to get duck fisted? That happened this time. You got breaded.
I guess Bread steals more than just bread. He steals wins too.
Oh baby. So yeah, the next match isn't until 6, I believe, or is it sooner? Let's get up the old Google document. Right, so we've got a 2v2 4-way at 6 p.m. We've got Ivan versus Lexamatico and Kanzian versus White Mage Becky at 6. At 8 p.m. we've got another 4-way 2v2. So we've got Cristofalo versus Total and Matrick versus Trigger Michael. And there's another 4-way 2v2 at 9 p.m. Ivan versus Yanis Seal and JC versus Wild Anaconda. And oh my,
And
it just keeps
another.
going. Another. There's another. So for the rest of the evening from 6 p.m, it's nothing but 4-way Super Metroid races, but not 4-way in the way you're thinking. It's still 2v2, but it's just the matches are happening at the same time. I think that the 9 p.m s are going to be streamed to maybe Speed Runs Live, because the 8 p.m s will not be finished by then. So you've got a good 6 hours worth of Super Metroid coming tonight.
Essentially, a good reason to just call off work, and
Yeah,
and
pretty
ditch
much.
everything. Just stop being productive. Thing is, you should do me a favor. Can you say Lexomatico again?
Not Alexomatico.
There you go.
Oh,
Whew.
baby.
And the confirmed 100%. And then the BRB.
Oh, that Army of Darkness gif gets me every time. All right, thanks for sticking around. Seeing what will probably go down in history. It's one of the most interesting matches of the tournament. Take it easy, guys. I'll see you later. Sephi, I'll speak to you soon.
Take care, dingus. See you guys later. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you next fusion. Just kidding. The animals are dead.